you voted for that orange man and you are now saying, this is not what I voted for, this is not what I voted for, this is quite literally exactly what you voted for. And if you truly did not think that this was going to happen by electing that man into office, then you are willingly uneducated and ignorant. And I suggest next time you think about voting in an election, you educate yourself other than watching Fox News. Yeah.
And I regret my damn vote, okay? He promised America first. Now he's sending billions to Israel while we're drowning back home. And
sir, why are you so upset today?
I voted for him to protect America. And now he's throwing our money at other countries and dragging us into another war.
Sir?
I didn't vote for him to babysit the whole damn world. I voted for America first.
I was a Trump supporter. I don't know how long I can keep doing this. I have a construction company, and not a fucking thing is getting done. This is what I get. This is what I fucking get. Nothing but white boys. It takes 4 days to do a one-day job. I might have fucked up.
Normally the people who regret their vote, yeah, you take them in, whatever, but this guy in particular, he didn't give a fuck until it affected him, and until it affected what? His money. This means that this man voted for families to be torn apart. And right now, he does not care about the families being torn apart. He pretty much, in his videos, I went through his page, his only issue is his pockets. He does not care about the living conditions that these migrants are being put in. He doesn't care about the families being torn apart. He doesn't care about lives being shattered. He literally just gives a fuck that his business is losing money because YT people don't work as hard as migrants. That is it. That's all. That's all he gives a fuck about. So yes, I hope your business fails. I hope you feel every single ounce of that vote. Because you didn't give a shit until it affected your pockets. And that's kind of one of the lowest things. Anyways, my name is Mercedes Chandler. Give me a follower. You won't see my face again. Thank you. Goodbye.
How am I ignorant? Huh? I grew up in the church, Southern Baptist. I always said I was born and raised Republican. I sat in church and I listened to them teach us the way Jesus wanted us to live. He wanted us to love the immigrant like he was in his own land. He wanted us to love our neighbor no matter what they look like, who they love, who they worship. Love them. And I believe he said something about a rich man getting into heaven is like putting a camel through the eye of a needle, something like that. Don't, bear false witness. Trump lies every time he opens his mouth, and it's verified. But I guess what got me the most was watching my family and friends that I grew up with in church throw away all their morality behind a false God. Trump is their false God. He's their idol. So you can call me ignorant if you want to, but I'm not the one that ran me away from the church. God said, you will know them by their fruits, talking about false prophets and all this false doctrine. You'll know them by their fruits. What is Trump's fruits? He's an adulterer. He's an adjudicated rapist. He talks about women like they're dogs. And y'all just follow him no matter what. That you're in a cult. So, who's ignorant?
I think the hardest part about all of this is that middle-aged, I didn't think I could get fooled again by politicians, not after W, which I voted for.
Sure you did. We're not surprised.
I voted for peace and independent parties.
No, you didn't.
Every election since then.
No, you didn't.
And I'm still processing the fact that I've part of the demographic that ushered this into power.
Yeah, thanks. Congratulations.
Now we're sending our kids to die in war again. Over nukes.
Yeah.
Not weapons of mass destruction. That was never going to work. It's full-blown, maybe potentially nukes this time.
Yeah.
I hate myself.
Yeah, you should. Oh, you silly biatch. You knew exactly what you were voting for. And you don't sound like the typical podunk, lack of education MAGA type that we see. And you just admitted that you keep up with politics. And he literally has been saying what he was going to do for years. And you know about Project 2025. You voted with your racism and your hate. And now you're in that finding out phase. Literally because you're worried about the kids around you that might be shipping out soon, or some of those that might be coming to your hometown. But guess what? There's many of us that we're not forgiving and forgetting you assholes, okay? So welcome to the fascism that you helped create. And you know that last part that you said, we feel the same way. We hate you assholes too, all right? But the rest of you, y'all have a good day now, okay?
Seeing so many more videos of people saying that they regret their vote for Donald Trump, while that's great, I really need to know, why did you vote for him in the first place? It was an open book test. The book was literally on fire. What made you say, like, yep, this is my guy? Was it the bankrupted casinos? The fraud university that he ran? Was it because he was found liable for SAing E. Jean Carroll? Or was it because he's a convicted felon with 34 charges? Oh wait, I know, it's because everybody else was lying but him. He's the only one that tells you the truth. Listen to how that sounds. It wasn't only just liberals who were trying to warn you, there were people from his own cabinet. General Mattis said that Trump is the first president that did not try to unite the country. John Kelly, his own chief of staff, said he is the most flawed person he has ever met. Bolton said he is unfit for office. Barr, his own former attorney general, said that he is detached from reality. Liz Cheney called him a threat to democracy. Not only that, her father, Dick Cheney, Mr. War Criminal Halliburton himself, said that there has never been a greater threat to the Republic than Donald J. Trump. You still voted for him. Why? Over a qualified woman who had a weird laugh, who they said slept her way to the top without zero proof, things without proof, but with the proof that Donald Trump is a racist, homophobic, transphobic rapist with ties to Epstein, who's never passed any real legislation, who still doesn't have a health care plan, and always plays the victim. That's who you voted for? Now he's literally trying to get us into World War III. Out of the Iran nuclear deal in 2018, not because it was a bad deal, but because Obama did it. Sitting on his Temu Twitter, live posting about bombings like it's some sort of reality show. That's not foreign policy. No wonder his fake university was sued. He treats everything like a scam, even war. How about his first term, since you all who voted for him think he did something so great? The low gas prices during COVID that got you all warm and fuzzy? You mean when the world shut down, nobody was driving and demand tanked? That's not academic genius, that's a global crisis. Prices rising under Biden should surprise nobody. It was a direct result of Donald Trump gutting reserves and mishandling the pandemic. Trump blames everybody else for the mess that he's created. It's like lighting a match and setting your neighbor's house on fire and then blaming them for not having a fire extinguisher. You weren't lied to, you weren't tricked, you chose him over facts, you chose him over country, you chose him over character, you chose him over your neighbors, and now we are all here paying for it.
Listen to Trump supporter and Trump voter Candace Owens talk about how she's now embarrassed for her previous support of Donald Trump.
He's been a chronic disappointment, and I feel embarrassed that I told people to go vote for him because this wasn't going to happen, and it is happening.
So guys, I just watched all the clips, and yeah, it's really happening. White America is waking up after Trump turned his back on them. He's doing the opposite of what they expected, and now they're freaking out. So let's talk about it. Alright, let's get into it. I have been watching all the clips. Trump supporters, mostly white Americans, are shocked. They are very, very shocked. Some are angry, some are hurt, some don't even know what to say. So why? Because Trump just betrayed them. He betrayed them, he hurted them, now they are freaking out. He's doing things that go completely against what they believed he stood for. For years, they thought Trump is for us. This is what they thought. They thought Trump is for us. He cares about American workers. He will protect our way of life. He's not like the other politicians. Oh, wow. Oh my God, this is crazy. But now he's making moves that help rich not the working class. He's breaking promises again. He's doing things they never expected. So this is why they're feeling betrayed. And now they feel played. Let's be honest, a lot of them supported Trump no matter what, even when he said crazy things, even when he made lives harder, they still backed him. Okay? Why? Because they thought he was on their side. This is what they thought. But this time, they are having what I call a rogue awakening. They are realizing, wow, maybe Trump was just using us. Maybe he's not who we thought he was. Maybe he cares more about power than people. So here is what I think. This is not new. We all know this. This is not new. Trump has always looked out for Trump, not the people. He tells folks what they want to hear. But when it's time to act, he does what benefits him, not them. So this is what happens when you follow someone based on talk, not action. Now we are seeing people, white conservatives, farmers, small town voters, they are online saying, I feel betrayed. We supported him, but look what he's doing. He said he was different, but he's just like the rest. He's just like the others. It's painful because the truth hurts. But it's also important because for years they didn't listen when others warned them. They didn't want to listen. Now they see it for themselves. This is not about race or just politics. This is about realizing the person you trusted is not who you thought they were. So that's the wake up call, and honestly, it's long overdue. So here is my honest reaction. Trump didn't change. They just finally opened their eyes. This rogue awakening is just the beginning. Trust me, this is the beginning. Now they have a choice. Keep following the same path and get hurt again, or learn from this and make better decisions moving forward. That's the two choices they have. So let me know what you think. Is this Trump's final betrayal? Is this Trump's final betrayal? Or are people still gonna follow him even after this? Comment below, like the video if you feel me, and don't forget to subscribe for more real talks. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you in the next one. Bye.